Welcome, friends, to the SuperLarz vlog episode 1. Today is July 19th, and we are headed to downtown San Diego to check out the preparations for Comic-Con. They have a market set up here on 5th Avenue every Sunday here in San Diego. So if you're ever in town, it's a pretty cool market. They got a lot of different types of things, from antique electronics to clothes to comic books. If you are ever in town for a baseball game for the Padres or whoever you follow, a good place to check out before a game is the Tivoli Bar. It's the oldest bar in San Diego. Ronald McDonald? One of the cool things when you're walking through San Diego downtown is basically Padres Stadium, Petco Park, is built right into the city. So you're walking down the street and you can just see a sea of, right now, empty seats because it is Comic-Con week and they are on the road. This area can be popping off pretty extensively on days when there is an event or a game. On days when there's not a game, they do open up the playground and park, or at least parts of it, to the general public. Outside of the Western Metal Supply Company part of Petco Park, we can see a lot of work going on as well. I think they are cleaning up from a concert that was here last night, as well as preparing for some of the events that'll be here this week as part of Comic-Con. And you can see across the railroad tracks there that they are setting up for Hall H and the Q. Over here at Petco Park, we've got some advertising for The Rookie on Hulu, as well as Abbott Elementary. Some of the equipment from the Ed Sheeran concert last night being cleaned up. I wonder if the people who live in that apartment building get compensated when they put those overlays on their windows. They got the bridge here that goes over the train tracks, overlooking the San Diego trolley rail yard right now. And then in the distance you can see the Coronado Bridge. And then we go to the Hilton, and there is the convention center. Petco Park from the Hilton, and then the Hall H camping area, and the side of the convention center. Over there in the distance we've got the bay. We'll take a walk over there now and see if there's any activity over there. Between the Hilton and the convention center is so peaceful today. I know in just a few short days it is going to be crazy over here. It is the calm before the storm. In just a few days there will be 200,000 people here. Out here on the back side of the convention center you can see a lot of different things being set up or taken down. I'm not sure which. This whole area is certainly a beehive of activity. And as we saw from the distance, there are all these mega yachts parked here at the marina right behind the convention center. One of the post-convention center, post-Comic-Con parties is actually on one of these yachts. You can see the Star Trek Strange New World streaming show advertised heavily there on the Marriott. Off in the distance there we can see the Rady Shell, which is where they do a lot of orchestra concerts. There'll be some events there this week for Comic-Con, and it does look like there is an event there tonight as there's a long line to get in. Following the marina all the way around, then we end up in Seaport Village, which is undergoing a complete transformation, I guess. It looks like there's a lot of construction. I've heard about this going on for years, so it's good to see some work actually being done. Got a little outdoor roller rink here at Seaport Village. Walking by Kansas City Barbecue, which proudly loves to talk about how they are in Top Gun. I remember one year they built the entire town of South Park on this lawn. I wonder what they'll use it for this year. Ton of activity going on here around the Gaslamp sign. A huge Wolverine video game advertisement on that building. It looks like he's slashing through the windows on the Omni. And then here at the Gaslamp sign, they're building these columns on either side of it. So I wonder what they're transforming that into. Walking along Fifth Avenue, just an absolute ton of activity on both sides of the street. Sidewalks are still open though. Here at the Hasta Mañana Cantina, they are going to be doing a Super Troopers 3 pop-up during Comic-Con, and they're going to be giving out some free pancakes. They do have the sidewalk closed for what they're building here. It looks like it's for Paramount. Should look pretty cool when it's done. It looks like they're building like an entryway or portal of some sort. Over on 6th Street, it's a little bit quieter, today at least. Earlier was the World Cup final, and there was a ton of soccer fans at all these bars. But now, as we head towards the evening, a lot quieter and a lot cooler outside. Right down the street from Petco Park, we got a ton of activity here. Looks like they're building out an experience for Percy Jackson right under the Wolverine sign. And just like that, it is time to catch the trolley and get out of here. It has been an extremely hot Sunday, and as we take the trolley by the convention center, we'll be back in just a few days, and there will be 200,000 of our closest friends with us. So that's going to do it for episode 1 of today's vlog. Tomorrow, in episode 2, I'll talk more about why this vlog exists and what I hope to accomplish. Until then, like and subscribe if you want to see more. If you want to support someone who is creating human content and not AI generated slop. We'll see you next time. This vlog is over.